this is Paul. Welcome back to my channel, Cavalier. Today is Monday, therefore I'm going to be speculating about certain things. And if you guys like it, please like the video, share the video with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel for English gaming, and let me know in the comments down below on what you think about this speculation and pretty much what you want to see. In terms of like the things that I'm going to be talking about, what do you want to see and stuff like that. So last week I missed a gaming information news, but this week I'm going to cover it. But the major thing that you need to know is Nintendo has officially announced that the 3DS games are going to finish with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now that's just regarding Pokemon. Nothing else has been talked about for the other games. But according to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be the last of the games that are going to be coming out in this 3DS. Now what they've said is, like, already if you guys played Sun and Moon or even seen a playthrough of Sun and Moon, you know there was a lot of like lags. There was when a double battle comes along, it will be like a little bit shaky a bit. So they know that that was the limit of that platform, and making a entire other 3D model of a Pokemon walking behind you, or just Pokemons following every other trainers will be tough to make in terms of the 3DS platforms. And they said that out loud. We push this push this kind of like just anything, this platform to the limit as we can, but we can't do this more than that. So I understand. I pretty much everyone in the community, I thought, would take this in a negative way. I really did thought when people would hear this news, they will be like, oh my god, no, they're just pushing Switch on us. But everyone took this in a good way, surprising to me. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it's really surprising. But everyone is like, you know what, I understand, guys. I really see the that you have pushed the game to the limits. I could really see that from as a fan point, and I'm gonna accept that Switch is the way to go, and I'm gonna go for buying a Switch. So everyone is like in that kind of state of mind. So what is going to be coming on Switch? So now we already know that there's going to be a Pokemon game, the main title, the main core series. It can be a remake of 4th generation, or it can be 8th generation, and it can be any of that. But they said it's going to be a core game. It's not going to be like a Mystery Dungeon or Gale and Colosseum and stuff like that. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be a core generation game that's going to be coming out on Switch. Probably next year end, like November or October or November maybe, and it's going to be great. And that's where the speculation starts, whether it's going to be Diamond and Pearl remakes or 8th generation. Now I'm a Gen 4 fan of the game, of the anime, everything that is Gen 4, Pokemons even. So you can't take me away from the idea that there's not going to be any Gen 4 remakes. There's going to be a Gen 4 remakes. So calm down before hitting that dislike button or saying we want Gen 4 remakes. I want Gen 4 remakes. Calm down. But business perspective, 8th generation will make more sense going into it, right? If you think about it, if they are going to go in the same formula, now just imagine people who played Pokemon when they were young have grown up. I'm 21 years old. I want to play Pokemon games. Okay, I'm not a kid anymore. So showcasing the game in a kid's perspective is not going to help me. And same way for all the other players who are playing it. They seem to, like, if you can ask anyone who plays through the game, they don't want to do it in a normal way. They like the challenge, and the game doesn't provide them innately. All right. So the game is easy, and the people who like Pokemon for the lore, the story, the way they kind of create things, not because of the battles, not because of how things going in game. Competitive battle I'm not talking about. In-game battles and crossing a route, catching Pokemons. It's not that easy. It's too easy. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, it's too easy, and people are just like, you know what? I'm just going to create a Nuzlocke. I'm just going to create a bug log. I'm just going to create a ghost log. So I'm like, then why are you not, the game doesn't treat it like that. The game doesn't care about you playing in a Nuzlocke. Just doesn't find the Pokemon permanently unless you take off the Nuzlocke thing. It doesn't work like that, and there's no like randomizer thing. You have to program it to be a randomizer. It's not going to do that. So it's just a simple game, and I don't like that. And they changed kind of Zelda's elements on the Switch, and I want to see that in the Pokemon game as well. Please understand that your fan base has grown. Simple as that. We might make some childish jokes here and there, but we are not children anymore. We are grown up, and we want a sensible playthrough, challenging playthrough, and thought-provoking playthrough, and not these things anymore. Sun and Moon was too easy, and everyone knew it. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be even more easier according to everyone, at least in game. Competitive, it might be a little bit tougher with the new Pokemons and new type things and stuff like that. So it's gonna increase the value of competitive battle, but at the same time, it's gonna dumb down the just the playthrough of the game, which is not good. You can increase the quantity. Like it's twice the size of Sun and Moon. Good, but is it any challenging? That's where the question starts. Now, that's what I mean. So when I see the core game on Switch, I want to see them making a change, in terms of everything, gameplay wise, story wise, challenging wise, everything wise. They change the game, and they're kind of like showcased in a new generation. Now imagine if they do this to an old remakes. It doesn't make any sense, because we know Gen 4 as Gen 4. So remakes are going to be there to just take you from that kind of a platform when it released, and then put it you in a Switch thing, same game, just to remake with high graphical quality, right? That's what remakes is all about. Remakes is not where you go and change things and stuff like that. That's the remastered. Even the remastered version is like just graphical improvement and stuff like that. Simple as that. There's not going to be any gameplay changes, and I want Gen 4 remakes to be like that. So how can they showcase these changes? It's already late on showcasing these changes. They should have done it by now, but they have not done it. I thought Gen 7 would be the point where they change it around, but now this is a great opportunity. Now Gen 8 at a Switch next year, October month it's releasing, and there's like a lot of changes. Not too many changes. Too many changes will turn people off. We are grown-ups after all, and we know we are comfortable with certain kind of things in the game, and if you kind of change that, it turns us off. We are like, you know what, that's not a Pokemon game, sorry, bye. So you need to change the right amount, but not too much, to make us feel that this is home. All right. Now, what are the changes that I want to see? This is my personal opinion from here onwards. These are all the opinions about the community, the Poketubers. This is like the random things that I've been keeping hearing for the past year and a half. So these are just the entirety of the community's thing. Right now, it's my personal opinion, where I want to see certain gameplay changes, right? Like when I played Gen 1 or Gen 2, having a restriction on my PC, having a restriction on my bag actually made the game a little tougher, a game a little bit more strategic of the battlefield. So that's what I want to see in Gen 8 Switch game, probably Gen 8 Switch game. I'm just throwing the probably word just from time to time, because people tend to forget this is a speculation. They're like, oh my god, he's confirming it, he's a moron. I'm like, dude, Speculative Monday, read the title. So anyways, I want to see that gameplay change. Like you can only carry this much, but if you want quality, if you want to increase the bag size, you can craft a new bag, but it will take these many materials. So you need to go and take on the route a little bit more. Right now, if you go to a route 1 or route 2 in a Pokemon world, it's just simple. Like there will be 4 trainers maybe. You can just take on the grass. And they try to change this in Pokemon Sun and Moon. They kind of put a leader for that route. You can talk to him, and if you go battle all the others and go and talk to him again, he will battle you again. He will give you an item. Fine, cool, but make that even more greater in the Switch game, which is the graphical value is already there, so you don't have to worry about graphical changes or anything. All you have to worry about is making us something that is far more challenging. That's the thing I'm talking about. Like potions are just like, you can be easily rich any Pokemon game. That's what is annoying for me. You need to have like less money, but you need to craft, so you can just go and buy certain things. So you need to craft certain items. Like imagine you can craft potions. You can get you need to have that potion to craft a super potion, and you need to have super potions to craft hyper potion and stuff like that. Imagine that, max potions, and you need to have a full heal to craft a full restore, or imagine a full heal and a super potion maybe to craft a full restore and stuff like that. So that makes more sense. It's just, if you go to Pokemon, and they even made it easy in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, just like Pokemon Center here, Pokemon there, even something else for your personal opinion there. You just get a Tapu Koko and it'll all be fine. And they're like, come on, this is not challenging at all. It's just like go and buy a 10 potions. this is the thing, by when you go to like Elite Four thing, before you go to an Elite Four thing, just stack upon everything, you'll be fine. You'll have a good team, you'll be fine. I'm like, no, I need more challenge. Now imagine this. Okay, this is my other opinion, last opinion probably. Elite Four. Just take your ideology from your own anime, what you do. Imagine like if the Switch has multiplayer capabilities. It already has, right? With certain games there's already multiplayer. Just imagine multiplayer coming into Pokemon. Before you get baffled, before you get like, oh, what the fuck is he talking about? No, just listen to me. There's competitive battle, right? Let's take multiplayer. So imagine, instead of doing that competitive battle, or doing that as well, and this is like a secondary thing, in game. So instead of just going to the Elite Four, which never made sense to me ever. In any generation that I played, I never understood the reference of just winning 8 badges and straightly going to the Elite Four. I'm like, no, I want a challenge before that. I want to have a tournament-like thing where the anime shines. It doesn't matter if Ash wins or loses, come on, he always loses. But the tournament is far more fun, right? So imagine that you and your pal are playing the Switch game, and he has his own Switch and he's playing that, you are playing that. You have a great team, he has a great team, but you need to get to competitive things to before you battle, right? It's like you need to EV train, IV train and stuff like that. I'm like, we don't need that. We just need an in-game team for us to battle just for fun. Okay, so what can I do? So I get to the Elite Four, but before Elite Four I finish the 8 badges, I go to the tournament, I register it, and it can be 2 ways. One is single player. I can just log into my account, or I can just say, you know what, I'm gonna go for single player thing, just leave me alone. You can go through like round, just basic rounds, and then you can go for round of 32, round of 16, and you can go for whatever you want, like quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And if you win that final, you can go challenge the Elite Four, and if you win the Elite Four, and you can go fight the champions. So that system I really want. Like, if you imagine right now, if you play Sun and Moon, right, you need to battle the Elite Four twice maybe to get the 100 Pokemon level. But if you imagine this, like if you have a tournament, if you get through that tournament, if you battle Elite Four, and if you battle the champion, and if you win, you already have at least 1 or 2 Pokemon that has hit level 100. Amazing, right? So you don't have to just have mindless cranking of things. Again, if you want that kind of a thing, like if they can just scale down the levels a little bit, or if they can even increase the level from level 100 to level 150 maybe, and if they can have that, and they can say, you know what, you can finish this off, you can be the champion, and if you want to have fun, you can just participate in the tournament again and again and again, but just don't do it as a single player thing. You can do it as in a multiplayer. As I said, you can just call up your friend, you know what, buddy, this is my in-game team, just for fun, just log into your account as well, and they can play a multiplayer thing, and you can face off in the semifinals or the quarterfinals or in the finals. It will be just like an anime, but with even more kind of like logical sense and fun things, tactical thing, combat as well, right? I don't know, it's just my thought. Okay, I want to have these kind of things. So it's not arbitrary that you need to do like training, the grinding and stuff like that. They did this with Black 2 and White 2, having like a combat thing from time to time. That was really good. And the positives I can say is like just have fun. That's the major point of the playthrough. And at the same time, we need more challenges. If it's for fun, it loses the fun for a while. After a while, we need more and more and more challenges. That's all I want. So they're like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. They kind of do this at the end of like things, back to Battle Frontier and stuff like that, where they give you like in the Battle Tree, even in the Gen 7 thing, that's like you can battle with 3 Pokemons against characters that you met from before generations and stuff like that. But they have a huge opportunity to do this. It's just, if they go with the same kind of like formula, which has been worked really well, but it's gonna just drop down. People who are coming into the kind of like, they're like not having this kind of like fans. It's like, you know what, I played this, I played this, I played this. Everyone will have like a favorite generation. For me, it's Gen 4. Some people Gen 1. Some people it's Gen 3. I get it. It's nostalgia. That's the first game I played, so that's my favorite. Fine and good. But what's the best Pokemon game that represents the best Pokemon thing? it's not like it's like debate as well, you know, just like, oh my god, so that's not like a unanimous generation. They say, you know what, this generation represented the best of Pokemon, this generation is the favorite, this generation did everything right. So the new Switch game should be, or at least in my opinion will be, Gen 8, and it will have a lot of changes, or it should have a lot of changes in my opinion. And this multiplayer kind of thing would be just my kind of like a icing on the cake. It's just, this is just what I want, you know. When I go there, after finishing the 8 gym, buddy, stop, you're not going to go to the Elite Four. Now you need to win the tournament. Go and register to the tournament. If you register to the tournament, you will see how your team worth, what are Pokemon you can have, and it's like this for fun, you know, just not like 6 Pokemon, and it's not just like mind-numbing challenge. It's like, you know what, going room to room, and it's like, oh man, it's not the thing. You can have like the variety of Pokemons at your disposal in the tournament. You can bring in different Pokemon. You can change up the squad. Maybe I'm too spoiled by this, you know, the anime, but I don't know. I just want this to happen. That's all. What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments down below, and hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And this channel is everything about gaming. And this speculation video is just my thought on when I heard this is gonna be the last game for the 3DS. So it's just my thought and my look on how things will proceed. So whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below. What do you want in this particular game? You know, or you see is that it's not going to be that, there's not going to be any changes, it's just going to be the same old formula, and they're going to just do the Gen 4 remakes to make the fan happy, and they're just going to keep them at bay, thinking that there's going to be a change, but there's going to be the same formula used in the new platform as well. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Bye.